and spend it any way they want to, a lot of them would go to the House because there's no power to be had by abiding by the law. The only reason they're in power and have what they have is because they can take as much of your money as they want to and spend it any way they want to, as long as they're not abiding by the Constitution. So we need to do that. We need to support the fair tax, even though you hear people say there's problems with it. I'm still for it. The other thing we can do, there's a bill in Congress they're trying to get out of committee. It's called the Audit the Fair Tax Bill. Audit the Fed bill. Did you know that the Federal Reserve is really not part of the federal government? There's an old joke that says, how are the Federal Reserve and Federal Express alike? Well, they both have federal in the name, but neither one of them are part of the government. So how are they different? Well, the Federal Express actually pays taxes and produces something useful, while the Federal Reserve is ruining our economy. You know, the Federal Reserve has distributed over $2 trillion in the last couple of years, and they won't even tell Congress where they spent it, who they loaned it to, gave it to, whatever. $2 trillion, and they don't even want to be audited. As a matter of fact, Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke said, and again, this is a YouTube video if you want to go look it up, he said that if you're allowed to audit the Federal Reserve, it would cause an economic crisis. It would be an economic catastrophe if you audited the Federal Reserve. Well, what's up with that? That makes me just want to know what it is they're trying to hide. If he thinks it's going to be that disastrous, then let's go look at it. I believe I can handle the shock. So you need to tell your congressman and your senator to support the Audit the Fed bill. Where's that teleprompter when you needed it? Again, let me end up here with a quote from Thomas Jefferson. He said, "I would rather be exposed to the inconveniences attending too much liberty than to those attending too small a degree of it." And he said that before he was elected the president for his first term. I want to thank everyone for coming out. The founders risked everything, their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor to give us this country. The least we can do is fight to keep it. Let's make every day a Tea Party Day and let our elected officials know that we've had enough. And thank you for coming out today. Thank you very much.